Okay, guys, I'm going to buck a little bit of tradition in this golf swing. So everybody kind of thinks that the body turns or the golf club is swinging away over here and it goes to the right and then it goes back to the left and all that. And that's not really what happens. In an optimal golf swing, the club is actually moving one way while your weight is going the other. So when you shift and the golf club swings, the weight of the club swings, and I'm going to go really slow on this so you guys can really see it, right? So when I'm swinging this weight, my weight is over here briefly. It goes into my right leg and the club responds as my hands are then swinging softly. Some I will tell people to swing the hands over the shoulder to get that feeling or point the butt of the club at the ball, but it's still being swung. And so my weight from right here is now on my right leg. And right here, it already starts going back to my left because wherever the club goes is where your weight goes. So I want you to understand that as I'm doing this, I'm going real slow so you can see the recentering here, right? So when I start to swing down, my weight is on my left and it's actually being pushed back to my right, like that. So when it's being pushed back to my right, this is now keeping this radius and width here as my weight is now on my right, but my pelvis is moved left. My head is the center, that's the counterbalance. And as I'm swinging right here, you'll see all my weight is on my right. Now, that's the right lateral bend people talk about, and the left quadratus laborum, etc. And this whole part of your lat and everything extends this whole part of your spine. And as it's going into here, now the golf club swings and whips like cracking a whip, snapping a towel, clipping a rope, whatever. And that's the golf club going this way. Or you could see like a hammer throw. If you ever watch professionals, their weight goes the opposite as that. So when they fling it, it goes this way. It's the same. You're flinging the ball using the club down the fairway. So you won't feel that though if you tuck your elbow in, like people have been told to do, okay? And you just watch. You tell me if I'm wrong. So go back. Now my weight's in my right here. I've got nothing left to do now but to pull my arms down. See, there's no counterbalance. There's no slinging a circle, swinging and all that kind of stuff because it really happens in a conical action. So I want you to understand it's not a pendulum which is anchored from the shoulder joint. It's not a double pendulum where the hands actually are reacting to the club this way. It's actually a conical because the forearm has to rotate as the club is swinging over the shoulder. The club head is rotating around a circle. So it doesn't just go straight up and down like what people are kind of thinking. All right. So therefore, if you get up to the top of your golf swing and you try to pull your arms down, you're not doing anything, right? So, but that's the only thing you can do if you overturn here. You've got to pull down. You've got to hit it with your arm. See, I never try to hit it. My arm is swinging to the target, but it's flinging the weight, right? It's just like when you throw a baseball, you wouldn't just keep turning your body and push your arm. So I hope this is dispelling a couple of myths. That's why I'm going to call it that. So as it's swinging back and forth, you'll see how my weight goes to my right. There's left, right. It's already going back left. So therefore, I'm already, depending on my current flexibility level and hands being in the correct position and soft, my weight goes back right, my body stalls, and the club then releases. Now, low point. From right here, somebody asked me about low point. So when I'm swinging this and my weight goes back and I stall right here, my hands are right here at impact and then it releases. Just like if you were here, and then it releases. So a driver, you're going to hit more up. So therefore, you'll have more shift going backwards to hit more up, and your arm will go more up and extend further out. With a wedge, Your weight's already shifting back left, and you'll hit down on a little bit more. Your stance is a little more narrow, weight's a little more left, and then there's compression there. Now I have more weight on my left, but it's still releasing, okay? So the butt of the club still points at my target line as it's swinging and responding. So if I'm getting some people to swing the weight of the club and have it pointed at the target line because they've never felt that before, eventually they'll just start responding to the weight, and then you'll start to feel all these counterbalance forces and flinging it. So when I fling my weight, you can see where the butt of the club points, target line. So I'm not saying two things when I'm teaching people this kind of stuff. Just like if I say throw a ball, my right hand is winding up, and you can see it's the same thing. Right leg over to my left, back to my right, and I throw my arm out, and that's a fling. So that's the same stuff, right? So I hope that helps you understand that the golf swing is definitely not a turn and a turn, or dance, or try to turn the shoulder joint. It's responding to this in a circle. If you ever believe me, look at a hammer throw. They start out here, and they do this, like this, and then they fling it. And that's the same thing that's happening here. You're flinging it. The golf club's going this way, your body's going that way. That's why you see the professional long drivers. They actually are hitting up so hard, and they're pushing their weight so back, and the inertia is so much out here that they have to go backwards because there's so much weight going that way, they got to go that way. All right. So enough of that. Come see me at Country Hills for a live golf lesson, Zoom lessons online, rkswingking@gmail.com. That's been great. I've helped a lot of people because what you guys think you're doing and doing are two different things. And then, of course, I'll be launching my website here soon with all kinds of fun stuff that goes with that. All right. Everybody take care. Have a great day.